Right, this is the beginning of our 5th of November adventure. We are heading to Glasgow. We are literally about 10 minutes away from my house. We haven't even reached Inverness yet, where we will be picking up Monger for the day. It's not his real name, obviously, as you guys know, but let's use our real names.
Yeah, go get it!
And there we go. And as usual, guys, watch this space, watch an incredible day unfold, and I'll try and keep the swearing down to the minimum. I said try.
Weed it up, Gavin, weed it up!
The only part of Anonymous that they claim to is they are like Julian Assange and Edward Snowden. They are whistleblowers, but they're still anonymous. They still work for the government. They still take it in the arse by the government. If they were still told to shoot someone in a firing squad, they'd still do it because that's their job. It's self-preservation first. That's the thing that I don't have, and a conscience. Is I don't care anymore. I've got to the point now where they can fuck little kids and get away with it. They can bomb people and lie about it, blatantly lie about it, and I'm having to be governed by these restrictions. Not anymore. I won't bomb things, I won't kill things, I won't conduct violence against other people because that's what I find sacred. I don't want to hurt people because I don't want people to fucking hurt me.
The sheep voted, you know.
They didn't.
Whatever.
Who voted in Theresa May?
Eh?
Who voted in Theresa May? No
The
one. She walked in.
that
She
got
walked in.
voted for.
She walked in. She
Okay.
wasn't even Deputy Prime Minister to David Cameron.
Go this way, right? You vote in your MP. You vote in your MP. You basically give him
You
your
do know we
vote.
can't spell out a petrol station, don't you?
What?
That joint.
Yeah, I do.
I did say before we left that I felt like something was going to go wrong, and I think by lighting a joint at a petrol station, big bada boom. Rob's already spoken about fucking Anonymous blowing things up. Do you know what I'm saying? This shit's piecing together.
Well,
Rob,
no,
you're going all the way over there, aren't you?
well, I'm hopefully getting near a petrol station that charges less fucking £1.21 a litre.
Well, obviously you're going to go past the petrol station that way, because I don't think the petrol station on that road there is going to be any good to you.
No, I think it's going to be expensive.
Maybe deep. 14 minutes. It's a bit fucking late now. Enjoy your time out. you on?
Man, I'm so rough. I need to eat something.
When you wake up this morning, man?
She had to make me up to even go for it.
Yeah.
I forgot about it, Like, literally, I wasn't even awake when Dee came in and I was like, oh shit, there we go. So I was thinking, there we go, right?
Well, fucking... My night sleep, I got fucking...
I didn't even sleep that myself.
Neither did I.
That was the problem.
I thought that's a nice sleep.
I kept the
Timeless.
kicked me.
New TV
Oh, I watched
show.
that fucking Doctor Strange last night. The
Yeah.
other night. That's wicked, man. Absolutely wicked. No reason whatsoever you can't stick him in a Marvel film. The only reason is there's no bad guys that he needs to take out. Oh, and we are another step. Are we not? The darkness, in the dark shade, or whatever they fucking call it, is Thanos, the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. Doctor Strange fucks about with something and it brings it forward.
Yeah.
Mate, your sticker's round the wrong way. I don't know if anybody can see that on the camera. He's fucking off now, but your sticker's the wrong way round.
He likes reading it for himself. And actually, that's a good publicity thing. Because you look at it and think, oh, that's wrong. And then you look at it again. So that advertising works.
Must have fun.
So guys, that is us in Inverness. Obviously it's industrial state, obviously at the present moment in time. So the best of Inverness to be at.
Skip!
So yeah, just doing little updates here and there just to keep you in touch with what's going on. Don't need to go to B&Q for any reason, do we? Oh yeah, fucking face appearing out of nowhere. But as you can see, this is us in Inverness. This will be our first and only stop picking people up. Not many people like to do the following of anonymous. So give you a close up once we get back in.
Yeah, just doing little updates here and there just to keep you in touch with what's going on. Don't need to go to B&Q for any reason, do we? Well, yeah, fucking face appearing out of nowhere. But as you can see, this is us in Inverness. This will be our first and only stop picking people up. There's not many people like to do the following of anonymous. No, only joking. We all like to follow anonymous. We all like to feel wanted somewhere. So, give you a close up once we get back in.
Not bad.
Yeah. That's fine.
Here, Gary, go up, walk up like walk up.
Right, are you pulling up? You just
I'm often at the moment.
We can walk up that road, but it's not like that.
Well, go up a little bit and see if we can find Adam. I'm sorry to put my hat on and
Because I can't, like, stop and go over there. Because I
No.
have to go.
yeah, obviously. So I want to see that he's fucking coming down this way, and then we can then shoot out and go, can't we?
Or if you just bell him and say, right, we are actually in the car park.
Can I put that on?
There he is. Has he got a fucking clue I'm over here?
Yeah, that's fucking my butt shit. It's getting too misty in here. If it rains, it rains.
What's that? What's that? Microwave. Hello guys, on the numerous amounts of topics that we're going to most probably come across in this 3 and a bit hour journey, Adam's come up with a, well, half decent, if anything. You know, obviously we have to, you know, acknowledge that people have different opinions and, you know, allow them to voice them, because you don't know, there could be some truth in what he's saying. You know, just because he's sitting in the back of the car travelling with me going down the road doesn't mean that he is as crazy as I am. You know, he might actually have some logical, you know, shit. So here we go, Adam, here's your opportunity. Go.
Do Hollow Earth. Do literally what you just did like 5 minutes ago. Just.
I can't do it on a live feed, mate.
Why? Everybody's watching. Hello, Paul. How you doing?
How you getting on, guys? I know I need to research more in fact, but you know.
Oh look now he's doubting himself.
I'm not doubting myself. I just need to know more facts about it. Like more theory and more history sort of.
Hello guys. Starting our epic journey. The old girlies in the back there. To the fact the boys were talking about prison. I don't know why they were talking about prison, but hey, we've just gone through, what did that place called again? Cairngorms. We're just entered. It says National Park, so I assume on the old Google map that it's that big green space. Just doing little update videos as we go along.
Score!
Don't like me.
Going to get most of my footage from obviously going down and the camera obviously on the front of the car. As you can see, the little girlies. Ooh, look at this rock shit. Look at this. Nothing like nature. See, that's one of the reasons that I'm going, guys. Now this beautiful scenery in which I'm enjoying here. We don't protest if we don't, say no. We're not doing it anymore. We are not taking your shit. This could all be gone. The government and their greedy little corporations could strip us bare. So as I say, just started our epic journey. The old girlies in the back there. It's our wifey there. Over there, boy. There we go. Hello, Leanne, how you doing?
We're back.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and you're back. There we go. Get some footage on the road, eh?
Happy days.
We're travelling at the speed of light.
Aye. We're giving her everything we got, Captain.
There's a Ford right in front of us.
Can't do it, Cal. Is the
Transit.
Wi-Fi called X500?
No.
What's the
Is that why?
It is indeed.
Oh, real boy. We're busted.
Pow!
Hi!
Have you got a message for Theresa May and her little cronies?
Yeah, she's a
Stick your
cow.
legs up your arse.
She's a cow.
Cow.
Stick my foot up your arse, you smelly cow.
You know, it's funny, mate. I've gone around to Inverness and asked people if they know who Theresa May is, and they've all gone, nah.
I ain't got a fucking clue, sorry mate. I could give you a description if I was a police officer. Right, she's got a long hook nose, pointed hat, and flies around in a private jet paid for by us. No, sorry, it's approved.
Thatcher wannabe.
Aye. Maggie Thatcher 2.0. The only difference is Maggie Thatcher got fucked over for minors, and Theresa May just allows minors to get fucked. So that's another reason for us to go down and protest. Let these little scubby bastards know that this is... No, sorry Sandra, I am off to Glasgow. That'd be way too fucking long to travel all the way to London. But if you'd like to donate any funds for next year, I'm more than happy to take it. If you go on to my YouTube channel, Gary son of David, there's a link on there for my GoFundMe account. And as usual, guys, hope you enjoy your day, because I'm going to enjoy mine. And as usual, peace and love. Get too risky in it. If it rains, it rains.
What's that? What's that?
That's a collision thingy.
Oh, right. It'll only stay on if the wire was in it.
No, it's recording all the time. Yeah.
Right.
But it's recording over itself again and again and again. Yeah. But if there was a collision, it would say 5 minutes.
young son, look on our face. I can spend the rest of my life with my people. I will.
Aye, this is basically stop us for doing what we do. Stop my helping the homeless. We had a op stop last month. Left a few homeless guys here with some tents and that. The city council came out with box cutters, cut up their tents, destroyed all their stuff and basically just left them to go. That's the main thing, you know, help the homeless in Glasgow. That's it. I just want to thank us again and introduce Ben for his speech for Glasgow Anonymous for anarchist election.
Thanks very much. It's absolutely Baltic. I just want to say that, can you hear me okay in this? Everyone at GAC would like to thank Glasgow Anonymous for being invited to speak at this event. We think solidarity is incredibly important between groups, especially in these troubling times. It's good to see so many people out today, and we firmly believe that street-based activism and intelligent, planned civil disobedience is the way forward, because the politicians just aren't listening, and their interests are not our interests. In Scotland, we're still living in a time of great apathy, or at best, you could say, misguided political action by the young. Inequality has never been greater in this country, and across the UK as a whole. We have two extremes developing: increasing concentrations of wealth and power for the tiny privileged few, and mass misery for the many. And the clearest example of this is the rise of food banks across the UK, and their sharp increase in particular in Scotland. This ties in with homelessness, obviously, and as we've seen recently, we've had many op stocks, and 10 showed up clearly the hypocrisy of Glasgow City Council, because they didn't want the homeless for 10, but they wanted them back in for the Homeless World Cup. And that shows you it's all about image crafting, it's all about just making money for the rich, so the tourists are happy, and we can put on nice wee extravaganzas and get the homeless to jump through bloody hoops for their entertainment. It's sickening. According to the Trust and Trust, last year in Scotland, there was 133,726 three-day emergency food supplies handed out across its food banks. That's a disgrace. For the UK as a whole, this figure is more than 1 million. This figure was only about 26,000 in 2008-2009. So what does that tell you about what's happening in our society? The main drivers of food bank use are benefit problems and low income. Surprise, surprise. We have politicians across the political spectrum, and they speak about the shameful nature of this situation, of course, but their focus is always on the gain and not on the pain of the masses. We get the same calls from the same people, and the actions of Glasgow City Council, they simply reinforce this view, I think. There are many things that politicians in Scotland could be doing now to alleviate suffering, to raise awareness of things like sanctioning. Why aren't they coming out and making a proper stand, if they're waiting because they're playing the game? How many people need to die and suffer before the general population wake up? We're seeing fuel banks being trialled as well. So despite the best efforts of the Trust and Trust and other charities, despite talking about these figures, and they shouldn't become normalised, they do become normalised. You go into your local chippy, you see collection tins for food banks. It's becoming normalised. In America, they're on the back of cereal boxes. You can get coupons for your local food bank. We shouldn't be normalising something. This should be driving people to action. So the people, I think, who get involved in charity work and things, they have good intentions, but they're following the same paths. And their solution-based thinking is not as radical as it needs to be, because these are rooted in the patterns of the past. We keep dealing with the symptoms of this disease, which is capitalism. There are 424 Trust and Trusts across the UK, over 10,500 tonnes of food donated in 2015-2016. Nearly 40,000 healthcare professionals or social workers gave out vouchers for people to use food banks to their service users. It's outrageous. So what if the people who are involved in these charities, what if they thought slightly differently about what they're doing? How do we get people to see that things need to change, that our activism needs to go down a different path? Unless we bring new ideas into activism and change the way we do things, then nothing will radically change. People are unable to fend for themselves. They continue to be punished by the state and a system that doesn't care. Grassroots activism, what we're seeing today, building structures that are out with nothing to do with this corrupt system, that's the way forward. Reminding people about basic truths that are quickly forgotten. We need volunteers for revolutionary activity, where we learn to do things for ourselves, support each other, and spread the workload of activism so nobody burns out. Remind people that Scottish independence alone won't fundamentally change things. We still have to sell our oil onto the open market, a capitalist global market, ExxonMobil. And let us not forget when people start going on about the cost of this and the cost of that. What about the Panama Papers? How quickly did that disappear from the mainstream media? There are trillions and trillions of pounds sitting in offshore accounts, making a tiny group wealthy beyond imagination. And yet it's the poor that have to go to assessment centres. It's the poor that get assessed by quack doctors who get the benefits stopped, who go home depressed and who kill themselves. We've all seen, I hope, Daniel Blake. It's horrendous. Politicians talk and talk, but they're obsessed with the bigger picture. We have to get people to see that the power we all have by working together to raise awareness of issues and to use tactics that are hidden from the general public. Our radical working class history is hidden from the general public. We have to show people a different way in practice and in thinking, otherwise nothing will change. Thank you. The public, the local friendly Antifa, just basically Glasgow's anti-fascist of angels, but tonight we're here to lend our voices to Anonymous and to all the other groups and individuals that are here. And as a part of me loves going to events like this. It's fantastic to have so many here tonight. It sends an incredibly positive message both to the government and to people sitting at home looking for a way to have their voice heard. Gives me a bit of hope, which can be kind of hard to come by these days. But it is also completely messed up. Alright? I mean, it's messed up that we have to come out here and protest to have a government behave in our best interests. It's messed up that we have to come out and protest to try and stop them spending 200 billion on Trident when they won't spend a penny on refugees or even on our own disabled citizens. It's messed up to have an establishment media that is so bigoted that it managed to convince huge numbers of people that EU immigrants who bring 2 billion a year into the economy are a problem. The corporations that steal 300 billion from the economy every year are not. And this is where I wish I'd printed off something up. That same media and that same evidence within the government are the exact same ones who have fueled and benefit from the rise that we've seen with far-right groups across the country. We even had to respond to the fact that a group of baby Nazis came into this city and offered food to the homeless, alright, not only if they were white. As long as the government and the media can continue to create mentalities like that, and they can continue to do whatever the hell it wants, because Westminster is racist, Westminster is xenophobic, and Westminster is fascist. The problem is even worse when it comes to foreign policy. The people of Rojava are trying to build something really special at the moment, and they're doing so whilst fighting one of the most frightening forms of religious fascism that the world's ever seen. Westminster responds by siding with the Turkish government that's doing all it can to help Daesh by wiping the Kurds out, and also by criminalising those who choose to go to Rojava to fight alongside the YPG and YPJ. Because Westminster and its allies love Daesh. As long as those guys are around, they can continue to invade our privacy and strip our women through in the name of security. It's just all completely messed up. But I actually don't want to stand here and talk about the issues, because I know why I'm here and you know why you're here. I want to talk about you, because it is tempting to think that there's nothing really that you can do, and that's a load of crap. You better believe you're not helpless, not by a long shot. And I'm not just talking about tonight, right? That's great. It's a great way to get and meet people, it's a great way to blow off some steam, it's a great way to lose your place in your speech. Soda.
Wing it! Take off! Go on!
It's a great way to make some noise, but it can't just be about that. You've got to take some of this energy and put it back into the movement tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a huge big thing, you don't have to make it your every waking moment. So if you just go home and go on as if nothing happened, and you know what? Nothing happened. The biggest myth that we brought from the 20th century into the 21st. Neither do you. Use your voice. Right? Support BDS to help Palestine. Don't buy stuff that you know was built by slave labour, and you know you do. Join RFR, join CMD, volunteer with the Scottish Refugee Council, do absolutely everything you can to help support Mojave. Support Glasgow United, go to protests until you know you're being listened to, hassle your councils and your MP, because if you make enough noise, they'll listen to you. They're scared not to. And that's the truth, they are scared of us. And we should be. We can effect change, it's happening right now. More and more we're seeing the establishment suffer losses. More and more we're seeing it small, like the faltering attempt to bring back folk something. Some of them are big like TPP. But movements need momentum, and that means the only power you have, using your own voice and your own choices. Before I go, I'd like to take a moment to mention a commoner of ours who's actually in Mojave right now, fighting alongside the YPG. In fact, if you notice the green flag that we've got over there, that's our new tribute to him tonight. Because when so many talk big about what they'd love to do to ISIS, he got up off his ass and went to do something about it. And it's quite a thing to risk your life to help complete strangers. So we thought the least we could do was show a little bit of solidarity. And that man's a fantastic example of what I'm talking about. I'm not doing well with that song.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just wing it, fuck it.
Get an auto cue next year. Thank you.
It's about that myth of dispelling the myth of servitude. Because no one has power over you ever. It truly is a myth. They can influence, they can threaten, they can bribe, but these are our lives, this is our world, and this is our Scotland. Thank you.
Hello guys, how you all doing? Well,
We are. It's going. Not bad.
Silly question. Right, well I always know that a big crowd could do something, but obviously you have to see it with your own eyes. I come here for one reason only. I have three children. I don't want to live in a world where bombs and bullets are a normal thing. Where you can wake up one day, go to school, your house be there with your phone. As of yet, as you know, it's creeping across the world with ISIS and the threat to the West. We are all the same. We bleed the same, we think the same, we eat the same.
You vote for us, not them. The singularity that the voter system's failed, it's not for us, it's for them, and we need to hear it out. I've heard other people say it in a simple way: take a vote back.
Direct democracy.
Take it back.
Direct democracy.
Fuck that, man. This bullshit as well.
How?
These isms and everything that's been laid up to his communism, fucking capitalism, all this is bullshit. It's all overcomplicated. They're overcomplicating simple things. Ask a 5-year-old to design the world, you can do a better job than what we're seeing right now. Right, so every time they lose an election, stand next to their election box with a shoe box and say vote us, not them. I've done it myself. This even sounds more crazy. None of this is in my name. I've withdrawn the consent. I'm the founding father of Estonia. It's real. I wrote a declaration of independence. So does my mate Aaron, so does the few boys. We're out. None of this is in my name. I don't feel guilty about any of this stuff. This is maniacs acting like maniacs and doing what maniacs do. I'm out. Founding fathers of America. It's that simple. The Declaration of Independence, all it is men writing on a bit of paper. Because you're confusing people. They didn't stop me holding my election because they know that is our right to choose. I mean, even the UN's got everybody's right to fucking choose. So we need to choose, and it's us, not them. Now,
and the Rothschild.
Fuck them all in the ass. Anyway, it's us, not them. Because no matter what group or who you think you're affiliated with and all that, man, this is divide and conquer. Look at what they done in the 60s. COINTEL Pro. They took a bunch of people standing in the field saying peace, not war, and divided them along black, white, male, female, fucking this, that and the other bullshit. Fuck it all. Exactly, and there's no such thing as bad language.
Thanks.
But anyway, like honestly, we need to take our power back. It's not them. And I'm not asking anybody to vote for me or follow any of the crap I believe in, man, because I'm off this planet. The one thing we need to believe is it's our prejudice.
That personally I've been made more aware through family and going up and down over the border and stuff. I think we've got it that bad up here right now. I feel for the ones down there. Because why? So many people voted to get out of the EU. At least we've got the luxury of free prescriptions. Hope for the kids getting into uni one day, but then college places are cut. But anyway, we have elements of hope, right? They've not got any of that. So multiply our suffering for the average even working family. Aye. So at the end of the day, there's always been division somewhere. People still need to be united because it's about the best for everyone. And like the guy said about the EU and all that, how come all them countries in Europe have got the flood defences and all that and Britain's got nothing? They've got grounds that open up and all the water runs away and they've got ways of doing it and all that. Where's all the money been going? We know where the money's been going, so at the end of the day, do research. Watch how they behave in Parliament. I was watching something in Hollywood the other day and they were all debating, right? And they've all got the little mics and all that. And I'm thinking, how come when one person's talking, everyone else is like giving their comeback in the background, but you can't hear it? I'm like, they're turning the mics off. We should have a I'm not saying Westminster's great, but at least you can hear them all shouting out and changing the course and the direction of what's happening. Stand up and, I don't know, just think and find out as much as you can, because it is frustrating when not enough people get together and have healthy conversations to generate and make new revolutions happen. That's all I can say, because I'm going to start flipping on, so thanks for having us anyway.
People like David Dyke, Alex Jones, and all the lights, they're all Jesus. And anybody who says you can move anything like that, you're just credibility's out the fucking window, basically. So, nobody else is right to talk. We were marching 5 minutes to get down the business end.
Yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? We're marching.
And I tried, and oh my God, I tried all the time in this institution, and I prayed, and oh my God, did I pray.
That tastes very nice, does it?
Sky.
We're peace! Slow down, slow down.
Everybody catch up, everybody catch up.
Stop! Our street! Our street! Our street! Our street! Our street! Our street! Who's the first? Our crew! Who's the first? Our crew! Our crew! Right, run the pub. No, it's not enough room on my phone. I don't know, it's there. Get in front of madam. Fuck yes, girl! No justice! No justice! Fuck the police! Who's streets? 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 Who's stars? No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck the police! Yours is the vote, sir. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck the police! Too late! We're already here! So Giggsy, this is your first Million Mast March. Let me know in your own words what you think of it.
Amazing, and I'll be definitely coming next year.
Was it worth the 3.5 hour journey down in the car?
Oh yes, it definitely was worth the 3.5 hours.
To see all these faces for different causes together, it shows a lot of solidarity, doesn't it?
It's a wonderful thing, yeah.
It's a wonderful, wonderful day.
At least people are trying to make a difference.
So have you got a message for anyone back home that didn't happen to turn up today?
Yeah, shame on yous for not turning up. That's the last start. That's the start if it were the first shot.
I'm get some footage, mate.
About 15 yards.
12:31 o'clock.
Well,
if we don't stop.
That's us guys heading back to the Highlands, all the way from the Million Mast March in Glasgow. It was a fantastic evening. Everybody that attended looked like they thoroughly enjoyed themselves. We had different speakers on different matters, and as you'll be able to see from the footage that I'll upload, I most really won't upload it tonight, but I'll upload it in the morning.
I bet.
This is us heading back. 3.5 hours journey back. It was worth every second, wasn't it, boys?
Aye, definitely.
So in the words of our protest today, whose streets?
Our streets!
And there we go, guys. Peace and love.